You gotta let it go, brother.
I can't.
You gotta be like Pixar, Disney, whatever. Like, let it go, let it go.
All right, I'll let it go. My fault.
All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Yeah, he just got a street named after him in Cincinnati, didn't he?
Good.
Okay. The running back situation. It's not. People aren't in love with Harvey. A couple.
People should be in love with Harvey. I don't want to miscast it and say people aren't in love with Harvey. People should be more in love with Harvey than they are.
I agree. But why?
Why?
Explain yourself.
Because that was Sean Payton's boo. And if there's one thing about Sean Payton, he's the smartest guy in the room. Just ask him. He discovered electricity, and he's going to make RJ Harvey a thing. He's going to make RJ Harvey a thing. Stop trying to make Fetch a thing. No. He's going to make Harvey a thing. And y'all, like, look at fantasy GMs. You're a fantasy football player, right?
Sure.
Fantasy GMs out there, you've seen early rankings coming out. Now, full disclosure, I've worked for Football Guys since 2005. I don't have RJ Harvey as a top 12 pick. Others do already. And that means a first rounder. Are you going to take RJ Harvey in the first round of your fantasy draft? Non-Denver drafts. You do a draft nationally with guys on the internet, whatever, and ladies on the internet. Like, you do a national draft, so it's not like, because all Broncos picks, Bo Nix is going to be the number one pick in Kev's draft. Kev is going to draft Bo Nix, number one overall, because it's on his heart. He has a Bo Nix tattoo. I believe it's on one of his butt cheeks. I'm not sure about that. He's never shown me. I don't need to see it, Kev.
It's on my calf, not my butt
it's on the
cheek.
calf.
Yeah,
Okay, calf.
You got it wrong.
All right. Well, wear some shorts sometime. Either way, like, Bo Nix locally, yes. RJ Harvey locally, yes. But that's what the fantasy community has spoken, because they know Sean Payton's going to want to prove himself right. And that means RJ Harvey in PPR formats, dude's going to catch 75 passes.
See, so I love that you brought up the fantasy aspect of this.
Of course I did.
For one,
Man, you were just so excited and fired up.
Broncos country, Broncos fans who are not happy with the Harvey pick because of someone else they had higher on the board, they're acting as though Sean Payton and George Payton were like, forgot there was other running backs on the board and went with Harvey. You know, like when you're in the 7th round or 6th round of your draft and you're at Buffalo Wild Wings, you had a couple cocktails and you're like, oh man, he was still on the board. We went Harvey instead. They love this guy. They like this guy quite a bit. A 2nd round pick's quite an investment. He was taken 60 overall. I bet he was in their top 35 or 40 players. And you can find a 2nd round running back and turn this guy into a premier running back in the league. It's happened all over the place, from, we've said it, the Kyrens Williams to the Derrick Henrys to the Jonathan Taylors to the, keep going.
On and on and on.
That's almost kind of where you find a guy, unless it's a Saquon or a
Ashton Genty
or a Bijan Robinson, a guy who's like
Bijan, Ashton, Christian,
who I consider like a lottery pick.
Yeah,
lottery. You know what I mean?
That's why Ashton Genty was a top 5 selection, top 6 selection.
But after that, you can find a running back anywhere. So
you're saying the Chargers got it wrong by taking Kev's boy or Marion Hampton in the first round?
I'm saying I hope so. Because, the Chargers...
Because you got to face them twice a year.
Well, and I'm not sure what they're doing. They signed Najee Harris. They're doing some weird stuff with Dobbins, who I thought could end up on this roster.
So, Los Angeles, this is very bizarre. Like, very bizarre. And this is my humble brag. Spivak's got a closet full of clothes is his humble brag. My humble brag is I've covered this league for 20 years. I don't really remember this happening very much. Now, this morning's report on Tuesday, so a day ago, you got me messing up the days now, Danny. The Tuesday morning transaction report in the NFL showed that the Chargers applied a tender to a free agent in J.K. Dobbins. Now, he's not a restricted free agent because you would have had to apply that RFA tender, and that's why you see now some RFAs, they're signing their tender. You're not getting a deal, you're an RFA, and God forbid ERFAs, because an ERFA, exclusive rights free agent, means you either play for the team or you don't play football. So if you're an ERFA, you've got nobody to go to. But J.K. Dobbins, you could have signed J.K. Dobbins free and clear, right? Well, now the Chargers have done this very, very unusual move. Under the terms of this tender, the Chargers will have exclusive negotiating rights with Dobbins if he has not signed with a team at the start of training camp. He would make $3.4 million if he played out the year under the tender. And if Dobbins does sign with another team, the move will count as a compensatory pick in the formula for both the Chargers and Dobbins' new team.
The Chargers can match the offer and keep the player, though.
They have
the point of the
exclusive
chicken
rights
tender,
with
right?
him if he's not signed before training camp. So if you sign Dobbins now, Broncos go to rookie minicamp, and they're like, oh, man, Audric Estime is still fumbling. They're in regular minicamp, not rookie.
Yeah.
Regular minicamp, OTAs. Oh, Estime's still fumbling. Let's go get J.K. Dobbins. They can do that without the Chargers knowing money, but if he does sign with a team, that works against their compensatory math.
The money always matters to me. People say, well, it's not your money.
The Chargers signed a tender to a guy that's a free agent.
Yeah.
And not a restricted free agent. That's odd.
At $3.5 million, it feels like the guy's a little bit too expensive because along comes, the expectations that, hey, okay, well, he's the guy. He's got to go with Dobbins right away, as opposed to Harvey and Estime and whoever they believe has a chance to, give you quality touches. Dobbins at $1.5 million to come in here gives you the idea he's competing and he's just one of the guys. While I like a guy like that, a veteran, who the guys out there like Gus Edwards, free agents. Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb is my guy.
Okay.
You got to take a chance on him, and the knee's been bad, but we're also talking about the very bare bones minimum contract.
It's to me like I can look at if you're 31, 30 less, a lot of these guys are still in their 20s and you feel like there's some tread left a little bit. While I do like the idea of a Dobbins or a veteran for the young guys. The young guys come in, they see how this guy's working out, they see how he's, playbooking, they see how he's seen it, smelt it, touched it, felt it, knows what it looks like. And I think that's important. Coaches can, be pumping these young guys up, but until you're a young guy seeing a veteran guy, really how he handles himself and has that success, I think that's kind of valuable. So I do believe at a certain point, one of these guys in the list, not feeling like Dobbins now, is on this roster, even for
who
OTA's training camp and preseason.
And I want, not because he's my buddy, but Jamal Williams.
Oh, I thought you were going to say C.J. Anderson.
No. CJ's he's retired. He's done. We don't bowl anymore. I haven't been bowling since. I don't know if I could pick up a bowling ball. You ever had something break your heart so much that you're like, man, I'll
never do it again.
I don't think I can ever do that again. Or
Little Philly break your heart?
For those out there, Little Philly breaking your heart, and you go to that same restaurant. This is our spot.
Yeah.
This is CJ and I had Celebrity Lanes over there,
Yeah.
right? Like, I don't think I could ever roll a bowling ball again.
You and C.J. Anderson, first love is the
man.
deepest.
I know, man. I don't know. You ever experienced something like that where you're just like, I can't do that again.
I can't replicate. Well, it's like any golfer who's played a lot of golf and you get good. You start to wow, man, my short game's getting good. I can feel it. I'm shaving some strokes off the game. That feels good. Then you don't play golf for a while. You go back out there and you're like, man, it's like you're starting all over in a bad way, So, and sometimes you come out there, it's like fresh, it's a new season of golf. You get rid of all the little things, the little, negative stuff in the brain, but sometimes you get too far away from it. You're never the same player again.
Never the same player. You golf guys, man. You're obsessed over this stuff.
Oh, I'm not as bad as Stokely and these other guys, but Dover's getting into it pretty hardcore right now.
I know. He's putting the skateboard down. He's picking up the golf clubs. He's growing up in front of us.
I think so.
Right in front of our very eyes.
I think
he's
so.
All grown up.
He's kind of like a little brother to us, but he's a big boy now. I still have to.
You guys are the same age. I was a little brother to you.
We were at the same place for a long time.
Okay.
He's always been a club.
Right.
Actually, he's
Kev's our little brother.
Okay.
Not Dover. Kev is officially, you have adopted Kev as your little brother today.
That's
right
cool,
now.
Kev.
I'm the young one now.
Well, Kev.
Yeah, well, in this group you are.
Yeah.
Do you want Kev? Do you want chicken nuggets or hamburger in your Happy Meal? What do you want? Let me know.
Some chicken nuggets. You going right now?
No, after the show, man. I got to feed you, and we're adopting you. You got to. Do you want sweet and sour or barbecue sauce?
Sweet and sour.
Okay. All right. Extra fries or apples?
Both.
Okay. Chocolate milk or?
Oh, chocolate milk.
Okay.
I was going to say, don't be that guy that doesn't get chocolate milk. When you have the opportunity to get chocolate milk, I think we don't drink enough chocolate milk in lives. When you get older, when you're an adult and you're adulting, and you're thinking I got to watch my calories. Where's my Gatorade Zero or my Mountain Dew Zero? Love Mountain Dew Zero, by the way. It's number 2 of the day.
Chocolate milk is
Open
never
right
bad.
Up right there. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, number 2. I think chocolate milk, that needs to be a thing. Like Chocolate Milk Fridays. Can we make that happen here in the studio? I bring in breakfast burritos. Can someone do something for me? Can someone bring me chocolate milk? Right?
Yeah.
Can we do that? Because it's delicious.
Nesquik?
I saw